At the PGL Major Antwerp 2022, G2 displayed a strong, fast-paced pistol round against Furia on Inferno, exploding out of middle while also jumping around looking like Foon back in 1.6. This strategy will require 2 sets of utility and 3 paces of Kevlar. Let's take a look at the map to understand exactly how the round played out for G2. At the start of the round, all 5 members of G2 will swing out of middle, taking a door onto safe, dinging him and forcing him back. They will immediately put on the brakes here, waiting at top mid just before jumping out with the flashbang from Hunter. Jackz, Monacy and Niko will all go towards long, while Aleksib and Hunter go towards short, going for this split on towards the site. As you can see, the smoke that Hunter threw is perfect for the long players to get on towards the site as safe as possible. The members of G2 will then take the fight on towards the remaining players of Furia to lock out the round. Let's first take a look at Monacy to understand what he did for G2 in this strategy. Monacy will be one of the players who will have armor in this round. After Safe gets pushed back from middle, he will just shift up on the left hand side here, keeping his crosshair towards short. As the flash comes in from Hunter, he will quickly move through long, taking a duel on towards Arch after checking Cubby. He will then go with the rest of his teammate towards site, clearing out anyone on site. He will then proceed to get the bomb plant down in the back corner of the site. Moving on to Niko now, who will be one of the other players with Kevlar in this round. He will again, just like Monacy we just saw a second ago, shift up on the left hand side, checking towards short. As the flush comes in from Hunter, he will be the 3rd player out towards bracket, going long and taking the fight on towards the Arch players after his team have already passed. He would then push this position even, fighting the B players and eliminating Safe, locking out their rotation for the CT side. Going to our first player who will be purchasing utility for G2 will be Aleksib. He will be picking up a smoke and a Molotov. Aleksib will for a split second be playing anti-flash towards middle, just in case the CT side does go for a pop flash and try to get some more information back towards middle. However, they don't in this situation, so that isn't too much to worry about. As the other 3 players are going out towards long, Aleksib goes towards short, checking towards boiler as he goes by. He will then use the Molotov he has to throw towards pit, just to try flash out that position. He will then push forward through short, ignoring sight as that is where his teammates already are, so he doesn't have to worry about that position. So now moving on to Jackz, being the final armored player for G2 in this strategy. Jackz will actually be the entry here, being the first one out towards brackets, making sure to jump around as much as possible, especially at the corners, just to simply become a much harder target to hit for the CTs. Notice here how he ignores the Arch players for Niko to deal with, due to his job simply being there to just create as much space as possible on towards the site. Make sure to also turn at this point briefly, as you don't want to get flashed by your teammate in Hunter, who will be throwing the flashbang for the site. Now he is on site and notices it is clear. He'll then help the short players take out the remaining players towards pits in Furia. Now looking at the final player for G2 being Hunter, who will be picking up the other set of utility, but also the most important set as well. As soon as he is out middle, he will then get in this position ready to throw the first smoke flash combo, wedging himself behind the bench and aiming on the bottom right of this white block on the wall. He will simply use a jump throw bind for both the smoke and the flashbang, and the smoke will land in front of headshot, blocking off anyone who may be there watching towards long, as it is a very powerful position to play. The flashbang will pop towards short, just in case there is a CT in that position as well. Following this, the final flash that is thrown will be aiming as shown, running and jump throwing to pop towards this site. He will then join Aleksib towards short, taking out Keserato towards pit. This strategy is actually fairly simple to do, however it definitely can go wrong in many places. However, please don't let this scare you away from even trying it out. You do need to make sure all members of your team are on the same page when pulling this off and execute, so I don't really suggest doing it in pugs, only really in Team CS. Thank you so much for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been Glaze and I'll speak to you very soon.